Good morning, and welcome to our time of meditation. It is Sunday, June 14th, 2020, and this is the time where we join together for a few minutes of centered awareness. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz. I am the senior minister here at Unity of Tucson, and I am so grateful that you've taken this opportunity to spend some time with me this morning in this fashion. And I do look forward to seeing you soon for our celebration service, which will start at 10 o'clock this morning. But until we get there, let's allow ourselves some quiet contemplation. Today's practice is focused on actually what was in the daily word reading for today, the notion of divine order. It says, divine order is always unfolding in my life and in the world. And that is true. And so I wanted to do a meditation that was focused on nature. A guided visualization rooted in nature. And so join me on this journey. I'm going to invite you to begin by simply relaxing right where you are and allowing yourself to consider that the space you inhabit is sacred. If it helps to light a candle or dim the lights, whatever it takes, just allow yourself to think in terms of the sacred. Sacred space is an idea, a notion that begins in mind and allows whatever space we inhabit to be sacred. So let that be your decision. As you relax a little bit further, I invite you to do a quick check-in of the entire body to see if there's any place where you might be holding on to any tension, and simply and easily invite it to dissipate. There's no reason that it needs to be in your experience now, so simply let it go. Just easily allow it to go. As you begin to relax further, I invite you to turn your attention to your breath. Simply allow yourself to become aware that the breath is happening without actually forcing it or controlling it in any way. Just notice. Simply notice the breath, its easeful flow, the in and out, the gentle inhale and exhale. As you breathe in, breathing in joy and love. And as you breathe out, allowing yourself to share that joy and love with the entire universe. Relaxing a little bit more now. Easily and effortlessly allowing yourself to be present to this moment. And releasing any sense of what has preceded this moment and letting go of any anxiety for what might be unfolding in the future. Just allow yourself to be here, right now. And now, using your mind's eye, activate your imagination and imagine that you are sitting quietly by a flowing stream in the countryside. It's spring and life is green and beautiful. Imagine you're sitting on a rock with the sights and sounds of the flowing water as they begin to work their mysterious way into your body. The vibration of those sounds easefully flowing over you. Gradually, with the simple repetition of the water's song and the harmonious beauty of the natural surroundings, the thousands of electronic impulses of your brain begin to discharge into the tension-absorbing air. All of the concerns, problems, and projects which had filled your mind to bursting capacity, they begin to disappear. There is nothing to try to figure out now, nothing to decide. You can be here, now. The greenery, all the plants and flowers, the life teeming all around you. Imagine that they silently console you with their perfect peace and harmony. They are great representations of the capacity to simply be. The fresh air tingles in your lungs and your head becomes clear. You feel somehow sedated but restful, not lost, easeful, as if the forces of nature have conspired to put you at ease. A gentle breeze massages your body with caresses of coolness as the sun unties your muscles with penetrating warmth. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, and nothing to think of. Just sit peacefully and absorb the good vibrations which flow into every part of your being. Imagine they're whispering, "Be at peace. Relax, my friend. All is well now." A delicious restfulness falls upon you. Not quite sleep, but a half-conscious, half-sleep state in which the trees, sounds, and breeze begin to come inside and mix with all of the thoughts and feelings that you have. It's as if the door of your mind has been opened, and all those conversations, actions, and perceptions lying unresolved, floating at various depths in the sea of the mind, begin to float upwards and outwards. Your perception of reality now is a mixture of the inner life and the outer life. The peace and security of being in this connected state of nature allows us to surrender to the sun, the water, and the wind, while the earth, solid in its resolve, draws out our stresses and frustrations. We swim semi-consciously at the level where the conscious blends into the unconscious. We dance in our sea of consciousness, sometimes floating up to the surface, catching the sensation of the breeze or the warmth of the sun. Then we dive downward into a stream of upward floating thoughts, images, sounds, all the dislodged refuse from nervous stresses and unresolved problems, all simply washing away. We can observe them as they float by, and then dive deeper, sensing by now there is something at the bottom of the sea which is attractive to us. Occasionally we get caught by an upward floating sensation of perhaps worry, resentment, an image of attachment, and before we know it, we are at the surface again, thinking, wondering, worrying, being rocked by the waves of attachment, but knowing that we can always dive deep, trusting in the stillness below the waves. The dance goes on. We begin to sink again, for by now we see that we cannot really dive because diving is too intense. There's too much effort. We easily allow ourselves to descend. Easeful and graceful descent. We instinctively learn the dance of the water, sinking, watching, letting go, allowing ourselves to be carried on the vertical currents of fresh water from the depths of our consciousness. Easeful and restful. Our awareness expands. As we sink deeper, it's almost like a seagull with its wings spreading, gliding the air currents, flowing against without a movement, without effort, letting the air do all the work. In that same way, we allow ourselves to simply let the current do its perfect work, to wash away what is not needed, to simply allow the flow of good. As we consider further the deepening, we become aware of what we may perceive as the rough edges of our beingness. In this awareness, we know and trust that the beautiful, flowing water all around us smooths those rough edges. It is easeful. It is effortless. And as the rough edges are smoothed away, what is left? What is left? What is left is our perfect beingness. We are awash in a sea of receptivity. The good is expressing and expressed at all times in this safe, sacred space. This perfection of consciousness is easefully and gracefully knowing itself and expressing itself as us, here now, and always. We are no longer concerned about where we are going. We know we are right where we are meant to be. The water around us becomes clearer, free of debris. We have eliminated levels of stress. We release. We let go of old memories, things that no longer serve us. Easily releasing any conscious relationships that are not serving. We move forth from any perception of failure. Let it simply, easily drift away. The water continues to become very clean, very still, and it becomes peaceful. We deepen into our recognition that this is the source of our life current, the spring of pure consciousness. Here we are fully expressed as pure light, pure energy. We are fully aware of all the subtle vibrations, deepening into the awareness that they are that which we are. Our bodies become recharged with life. Our consciousness is renewed as we have cleared the way for a burst of fresh energy to flow, purifying the sea of consciousness, regenerating the mind, giving new life to every cell of our beingness. We allow ourselves to sink a little deeper, enamored by the sensation of the light, the bliss of this energy, fully immersed in it, charging our inner system and flowing forth into our outer expression. We are completely manifest as the source of all life, expressed as us. Beyond the energy sensation, beyond the body sensation, letting go of any attachment, we find that we are left with one thing: divine consciousness. That is all. Everything is in divine order. All is well. And from this infinite divine consciousness springs forth all life, all creation. This is who and what we are. And so in this space of infinite receptivity, we are like a blank page, ready to write the next chapter of our magnificent experience of life. All is well, and anything contrary to that notion has been washed away by this water. There is only goodness and light. There is only magnificence. We live infinite potential, for that is all there is. And we activate potential as the expression of our lives. And so anything is possible. Everything is possible. We are absolutely immersed in infinite divine consciousness and expressing as infinite divine consciousness. And we carry this easily and effortlessly with us as we begin to make the return journey. The journey to our physical awareness, the presence of our physical nature in a created universe. As we make our way back, we emerge from this infinite sea of receptivity to the sound of chirping birds as we gently float on the surface. We begin to become aware once again of the branches, the leaves, the flowers, the meadow, all the magnificent expressions of life, deepening into the awareness that they are somehow more vibrant now than they were before. And everything seems to be reaching out and saying through their vibration, "Hello, I know who you are, for we are one and the same." This conversation is heard in the sounds of the insects buzzing, the water splashing all around. Welcome back. You are a part of us, and we are a part of you. It always has been, and always will be, for that is the nature of the infinite. And so, following this journey we've been on together, I invite you to carry this energy forward with you today and every day. This deepened understanding that all is in perfect divine order, and we are divine. So all is well. All is flowing forth with grace and with ease. We carry this with us easefully, now and always. And so as we decide, I invite you now to begin to bring your awareness back to the room you inhabit, to the physical sensations of your body, reflecting once again on the breath and allowing yourself to just notice the easeful flow, bringing yourself to greater awareness now. When it's comfortable and safe, you can open your eyes. Greet the day with your magnificence in mind. It is the truth of who you are. Perhaps allow yourself to touch into the physical nature of your body, becoming aware of the way that you inhabit the space you are in. And in this sense of relaxed, calm awareness, knowing that you are ready to experience and express the most magnificent, divine creative source. You are life. You are light. You are love. You are magnificent. Namaste.